It's time. It's that time of the week, of the day. I mean, really, let's be honest. I'm a shit lib. We know that. You know that. My mother knows that. I'm a shit lib motherfucker. So it's time for the Jimmy Dore segment. So Jimmy Dore and Nick Brana discuss how as soon as the squad defects to the People's Party, it's like a cheat code. It's like when you're playing Doom and you type IDDQD, it's just you get unlimited power instantly, folks. Let's watch.
Imagine, can I say, Jimmy, imagine how much power they would have right now if the squad broke off and joined the People's Party. The Democrats and the Republicans would not have a majority. Whichever party wanted to pass something would either have to go to them or they would have to reveal themselves further as being one party by working together against essentially the People's Party. That's what they would do if they were serious about pushing policies, because anything we can do to try to move the squad and the progressive members of Congress, whether it's like a letter writing campaign or whether it's visiting their offices, calling their offices, all of that, if that's not going to move them, all of that is below the pressure that you put by actually starting a third party and giving people options. By starting a major new party, that is like going nuclear. That is the highest level of pressure you can put. And if they're not going to change when you
hear that? The highest level of pressure is joining the People's Party. I literally, do these people, are they actually serious, bro? The highest level of, not, general strike, nah. Not mass protests, like we saw during the George Floyd uprising, nah, that's small potatoes. It's joining the People's Party. What?
You put that level of pressure, then you know that they weren't going to change when you do any of the other things. So we need to stop messing around with them, and they need to leave, and we need to demand that they leave because they're not going to do it on their own.
100% with you. I'm listening to Lawrence O'Donnell.
I don't get, okay, seriously, folks. Am I missing something? Is there a problem here that, I'm struggling. I'm struggling to find the right words.
Only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
I just don't understand. What the fuck? Okay. So here's what happens when you join a new party. All right, the People's Party. All right, bro. So the squad joins the People's Party. And then what? Okay, so they join the People's Party. Does that uncap the House so that we have more than 435 members in the House? No. Okay, so now that's an actual electoral strategy you can push for. Uncap the House. Then you'll have a lot more chances to run a lot more candidates. Has Nick Brana ever talked about uncapping the House of Representatives? Reminder, the House of Representatives, as per the Constitution, was to grow with the size of the population. It wasn't until, I believe, the 1920s where they put a hard cap at 435 representatives. Uncap the House. Nah. Fuck that. So you're going to have 5, maybe 6 or whatever, out of 435 members of Congress. They're already there, but they're going to change to another party, and that's going to change the dynamics of the House? And also the idea that, Republicans, they're going to reach out to the People's Party to pass What? What legislation is the Republican Party going to pass where AOC, Ilhan Omar, Rashida Tlaib, Jamal Bowman, Mondaire Jones, and etc. What legislation are they going to pass where this People's Party squad is going to go oh, well, that's actually a good idea? Huh? If they join the People's Party, you know what they still have to do that they're doing right now? Work in a coalition? That coalition is more than likely going to be the Democratic Party. The Republican Party is an out and about party of open and brazen fascism that explicitly tries to deny and restrict the rights of anyone who's not a cisgender straight white male. So they're not going to work with the Republicans. It's just not going to happen, right? So the only thing that happens if they join the People's Party is Nick Brana is the leader of the People's Party, and then he gets, like, his pee-pee gets hard. That's it. That's the only thing that happens. That's the only thing that fucking happens. They have to govern as a coalition no matter what. Now, again, if they wanted to call for something like, oh, uncap the House of Representatives, bring it back to the constitutional framework, and then we'll have a chance to elect like 400 new representatives and we'll run into... No. Because they don't care about actually doing anything. All they care about is growing the name recognition of the People's Party. It's a grift. It's a grift for money. They're doing this for money. It's not about power. It's not about helping people. It's about money. This is about money. If this were about power and third parties, you know what they would do? They would join the Libertarian Party. The Libertarian Party has ballot access in all 50 states. But wait. Do you well, they couldn't take over the Libertarian Party because they're not powerful enough. Wow. You're telling me the People's Party isn't powerful enough to take over the Libertarian Party? You're telling me they can't take over a party full of people that want toaster licenses, or I guess don't want toaster licenses? They're not that powerful, so they're going to start over instead of just taking over the party that has ballot access in all 50 states? If you're going for the third party route, take over the Libertarian Party. The Green Party doesn't have ballot access in all 50 states. So they're useless. If your goal is a third party, why do the work that's already been done? The goal isn't a third party. The goal is the Nick Brana Party. That's the goal, folks. And you need to understand that that's the goal. The goal is not power. The goal is not winning. The goal is not enacting legislation. The goal is Nick Brana getting his pee-pee hard. And that's it. That's all you got. That's it.